welcome for another wonderful evening. And today we are into the fifth day of our eighth Mavin Spiritual Festival, and it's all about activating our cosmic light. So we'll start off with Nupurji's beautiful messages from the angels. So let's see what the angels have for us today. Yes, Nupurji.
Thank you, Minuji, for giving me this opportunity to speak on Mavin platform. This is a global platform where we learn, we share, and we share happiness, we share everything, even our smiles, our sadness, our, whatever is troubling us. So let's take out card for today. Today's theme is cosmic energy and how to activate cosmic energy. So these cards are light cards, light energy card, and the name is also, light only. So let me take out what Cosmos has to say about today's event. Oh, wow. It says, Mintaken, longing for home, belonging the original light workers. So we are all, belong to one, that light, cosmic light, that huge one. And that all is here inside us. And we are, of course, going to there, our home, ultimate. This is what the card says. And today we will be guided. What is this all about? Let's hear from our seekers, our trainers, our teachers, our guru, our esteemed guru, who are all here, who is all here. So thank you, Minuji. Over to Minuji.
So I think that gives us the green signal to connect to that cosmic light. Activate it. Come on. It's shaking us up. Thank you for that guidance, Nupurji. So I first of all would like to introduce Dr. Manisha Jain, reintroduce her since she's already been on our platform in this session, in these sessions. And she's a mathematician with a passion for healing. And she believes in living each moment of life totally, and so is back with us, but today in the role of an expert of the evening. So Manisha ji, you have to be a little alert about what is being said and give your inputs later on, and ask any questions and encourage others also to ask questions. And I even suggest to all the participants that you can write your questions in the chat box as it comes. Like sometimes we forget what we want to ask at the end. So you can write it as it comes during the session as well. So first of all, I would like to introduce our Guru Konto Shivo. He is the evolution alchemist, and he encourages evolution through quantum leaps. He's a creator of Quanto Life, which is a path based on modern scientific insights and quantum mechanics. And Quanto Life promotes a technique of synthesis, which can take you into a deep state of tranquility and can also create miraculous breakthroughs in your outer world, transforming chaos into creation. He is indeed a divine channel with miraculous healing powers. Thank you so much for being with us today. And today he's currently writing a book titled Aham Brahmasmi, Be the Cosmic Channel, which should be out in the next 3-4 months. And in today's talk, he's going to explain some concepts which have been extensively described in the book. So we welcome you, Konto sir, to talk about your book, Be a Cosmic Channel in an Era of Chaos. Over to you, Guru.
Thank you so much for the wonderful welcome and the message Nupurji gave to us, longing for home. So for all light workers, light means consciousness, right? So for everyone who is longing to be more conscious, what is the ultimate home? That is a question. So the ultimate home is space. Space is what has been called as God. If you know how the God has been described, that uh, God was always there. He will always be there. He is omnipresent. He is the grandest reality of the cosmos, and yet he is the smallest reality too. He is also in the smallest particle. So, what is that reality? Is the question.
I would suggest that please mute yourself. Thank you.
So, what is, if we want to understand what is really God? So, God is space. Space is God. But why space has so much of the potency? People say God has a huge potency. He is the one who manifested the world, and we all come from God. So space has a huge potency, and actually, I will not go into detail of that. You will find a lot of details in my book. So, by the way, the preview book is out. So this preview book has got two chapters. In fact, just 1 minute. Yeah, now you can see. So the preview book is out, and it has got two chapters. The main book should be out in another 2 months, 2 to 3 months. It has got 21 chapters, and you will find very simple explanation of a lot of esoteric concepts, and they are explained in a very practical manner. Like if you see in this book itself, you'll find the foundation chapter is called God is not just esoteric, but he is practical too. So why does space has potency? Because space is conscious. And in terms of, I thought a lot, how would you describe consciousness in scientific terms? So after thinking a lot, it dawned upon me that uh, consciousness is nothing but a holistic electromagnetic field, spread out electromagnetic field. And then when I did a lot of research, I figured out that scientists now agree that in whole of the cosmos, there is a electromagnetic field of very faint, it's a very faint electromagnetic field, but it pervades everywhere in the cosmos. And that's why the space has potency, because everything has manifested out of electromagnetic field. There are actually two theories of creation, scientific theories of creation. One is a quantum theory, another is a string theory, and both are kind of in sync. So the string theory says that every creation you see in the cosmos actually has come out of, it began as vibrations. So the electromagnetic field has vibrations, and those vibrations are finally turned into creation. So creation is nothing but actually the art of harnessing or manifesting vibrations. And the same thing is the quantum science also says the same thing. It says when there is an observer to to a wave, it collapses into particles. Uh, so, what is our ultimate home? That God, that space is our ultimate home. In this space, there are infinite electromagnetic field of um, different kind of vibrational frequencies. And what is our soul, basically? Why is the space our home? Our soul is nothing but it's a omnipresent vibrational field with a specific frequency, which is different from the cosmic frequency. But when the greatest, the Mahavakya of Upanishads, it is said that Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. And what is the state of God? State of God is when you realize that nature of yourself, which is omnipresent. When you realize that your soul is omnipresent, you are I am God. And it is the most natural state of every being to be omnipresent. And yet we do not experience that omnipresence. What is the reason? Okay. The reason is, in psychological spiritual term, they call it identity. In scientific term, I would say it's a concentrated vibrational field. So there are two kind of vibrational fields. One is uh, the holistic, omnipresent vibrational field, which is God or the soul. And there is another kind of vibrational field, which are concentrated vibrational field. For example, if there is fear concentrated inside your body, if there is anger, revenge, greed accumulated anywhere inside the body, that is a concentrated vibrational field. So the way the godliness is about spreading out everywhere, and the identity or the ego is about pulling from everything into inside you, very self-centered. So when there is an identity, the godly experience is not possible. When there is an ego, the godly experience is not possible. This has been said since ages. All spiritual gurus, all the greatest of the scriptures have told this. But this is a scientific explanation. Scientific explanation is the identity is a concentrated vibrational field which is trying to pull energy from everywhere into you. It is pulling in, and the divine vibrational field is spreading out. So, what is a way to become Aham Brahmasmi? What is a way to realize I am God? Is to constantly work on identities and let them dissolve in space. As it keeps happening, you keep realizing your state of Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. Now, maybe I will touch upon how did we develop identity and how do we dissolve identity if there is still time. But main topic for today is, see, Aham Brahmasmi was always a very esoteric subject. It is the greatest spiritual understanding. It is the greatest spiritual insight. But in today's time, it is not just esoteric and the peak of human experience, but it is also a survival tool. It is essential for us to understand Aham Brahmasmi if you want to survive the current times. And why it is so? Because the current times are so chaotic. This is the kind of chaos we have never known in the whole history of humanity. Yes, there is a time that has been described in scriptures which was as chaotic as this, and that was a time where Matsya Avatar happened, the great flood. And that flood happened not just in, it is mentioned not just in Hindu scriptures, almost in every part of the world, there are stories of great floods. So there are also geological evidences that in that during that time, there was a disaster in the whole world. Everywhere there was chaos, everywhere there were floods. So we have gotten into those times of chaos. And why does those time comes? It is because once in every 12,000 years, the Earth passes through the galactic disk, uh, and where there is huge plasma. A lot of people are talking about fifth dimension, and there are a lot of similar spiritual concepts I hear. So basically, what are those concepts? What is that fifth dimension? Fifth dimension is nothing but we entering the zone of plasma. Now, if you know in the whole cosmos, just let me know when I'm left with the 5 minutes so that I can kind of wind up into something very practical.
Sure, sure.
So, so there is plasma. Now, once in 12,000 years, Earth passes through the galactic disk, and this is a transit which continues for 800 years, approximately 800 to 1,000 years. Uh, and this transit has just begun. This is a transit which Mayans were talking about 2012. A lot of you, almost all of you, must have heard about it. End of the world and all. According to my research, there was a slight miscalculation. This time was supposed to be not 2012 but 1997. So from 1997, we entered the galactic equator where there is huge plasma. Now let us understand one thing. In this cosmos, the plasma is a fourth state of matter, and almost whole of the matter is plasma. Out of the whole of the cosmic matter, 99.999% is plasma. So you can understand that solid, liquid, gas is almost insignificant in whole cosmos. And yet that is not the reality we see on the Earth. Uh, on of the Earth mass, the plasma is a very small component. So why is that the Earth does not have plasma, but the whole cosmos has plasma? It is because Earth enters the plasmic state, and then huge amount of plasma enters the Earth environment, and then when the Earth moves out of it, like it moved out of it 12,000 years back, and after that there is a huge solidification into solid, liquid, and gas, and so there is not much of plasma. It is because of these plasmic times. It is because of these plasmic transits the life on the Earth has developed. It is because of these the heavy matter which is not which is almost totally absent in the solar system, like carbon and a lot of other heavy metals. They are very little in the solar system. They all have come out from different star systems. Like there is a famous saying by Carl Sagan that we all are made of stardust, and this nitrogen, this carbon, it all has come from outside of solar system. So it is in during these times. Also, the, the the dynamo of Earth, the motor, because of which there is electromagnetic field of the Earth, and Earth will not survive if it doesn't have electromagnetic field. So there is also a lot of question scientists ask. They this is a very, very big, mystery. What powers the dynamo of Earth? So this is probably the answer, that the plasma enters once every 12,000 years. That charges the motor, and that's how the motor moves, and that's how the electromagnetic field is created. And there are also evidences that 12,000 years back, um, there was a huge electromagnetic field. There was a sudden upsurge, and since then it has been coming down. Uh, for 2000 years, the electromagnetic field of the Earth has been coming down, and that is why there is so much of the chaos on the Earth, and there is so much of the disruption, and a lot of troubles are there because of the falling electromagnetic field. So these are the times which are full of possibilities, yet these times are very difficult, very difficult. Just imagine how difficult the chaos is. So what is chaos basically? Chaos is when in a small span of time, there is a huge change. And have you seen that's how the life has become? The changes which used to happen in 200 years are now happening over 20 years. Just few decades back, you were clear what is going to be your career, and there would be one fixed career. And now people will change, are likely to have at least 4 or 5 careers in their whole work life. So what kind of chaos it is? You got married, it was very clear that you will remain married almost for whole life. You were almost sure. Now what happened? Right? So there is a huge chaos, even in terms of the natural disasters. The number of natural disasters which have grown over past 2 decades, 3 decades is huge. There is a multiplication of natural disaster. There is a lot of data available on that. So we are in the times of chaos. It may appear to you that the discord, disharmony in marriage is a marital issue, earthquake is the nature issue. But the common thread today we all face everywhere is chaos. There is chaos in marriage, there is chaos on earth, there is chaos in career, there is chaos everywhere. So let us understand what is the reason of chaos. There is a one primary reason of chaos. And that reason is the chaos get created when within the holistic vibrational field, the energies gather into a concentrated vibrational field and it becomes very strong. So, like there is a whole electromagnetic field of the earth, and within a small part of that, the vibrations become concentrated and the earthquake happens. Okay. Same way in your life, the life is going on, there are relatives, there is office, everything is going on. And then that concentrated vibrational field begin to happen between you and your spouse. Okay. And things lead to divorce. Okay. Same way, if there is a chaos, the origin, the cause of chaos is just one. And what is that? And that is the concentrated vibrational field. Okay. So only if we could know, if we knew the way to deal with the concentrated vibrational field, we will be able to deal with every chaos. And this is what this book teaches. How to deal with chaos in your life, how do we identify the concentrated vibrational field that is causing chaos, how do we become present to it, how does this field dissolve in space, and how do you get guided through the space intelligence. So when you are present to chaos, the chaos begin to dissolve in space. Space has its own electromagnetic field, and if you are present to it, you are actually accessing your soul nature. And then the when you are present to the concentrated vibrational field of chaos, the chaos begin to dissolve. It's as simple as that. In fact, there could be very complex situations, and it may appear that there is no way out of it, but you will figure out there are simple ways to deal with that. And that simple way is just become present to that concentrated vibrational field and be present to space, and the chaos will dissolve. And as the chaos dissolve, you will be guided through the space intelligence about what should be your action. And this is what the cosmic channel is. In our Hindu understanding, we know there are avatars, there are 10 Dasavatars of Vishnu, and so many other avatars. Actually, this is just one description that there are 10 incarnations of Vishnu. There are so many actually. So many have been called the partial incarnation, and there are so many incarnations of different gods and goddesses. So the cosmic channel is the one who is present to the whole intelligence of cosmos towards the resolution of a specific problem. So if you have known a specific problem very well, if you are present to the various components of that, and if you become present to the space, okay, space channels through you the resolution of that. And this space channeling is not a, see, all of us at some or other time in our life have experienced the space channeling. There was a time where you just got lost into something, some divine moment, and some people call it oneness, some people call it bliss. That was just one moment. And but that one moment itself must have changed your life. But how if you begin to live like that moment to moment? Okay, and this book teaches you the art and science of living like that. So, and as I said in the beginning, that to be a cosmic channel is not just something esoteric, but it is something, this is a practical guide for human survival, which is, and the humanity which is going to go through very difficult times. And as I reach near the completion of my talk, I would like to explain something very simple, a very practical tool I would like to give you, how to get the space guidance when you are facing something which you think you cannot resolve. So I will tell you a very, very simple way. Okay. So go to a place where you can see a lot of space. Space means, okay, you can see the sky, and you can say practical purposes, sky is space. Okay. So the space I would say is beyond that also. So where go to a place where you can see a lot of space, relate, connect with space, look into the space, and become present to the problem you're facing, the emotions of that. If you're facing a serious challenge, a serious survival issue, uh, deep relationship disharmony, anything you're facing, just become present and feel that in the space within you, feel that within you, and you will experience that. You can also experience that in the space. Just become present to that. And I have applied this technique how many times I cannot tell you. Every time it works. Okay. So just be present to the space and the heaviness of the problem you are facing, and walk slowly. And as you walk, feel it. Feel your walk, feel the space around you. Just keep walking for whatever time. It may be 5 minutes, it may be 20 minutes. Just keep walking slowly. And suddenly you will realize a moment will come when all that heaviness will have suddenly evaporated, dissolved. And that is a moment when the cosmic channeling has happened to you. All this heaviness of the vibration will simply dissolve, and the lightness of the space will come in. And just be present to that. Just be present to that lightness. In that, there is a specific message for you about how to deal with this problem. And in this cosmic channeling, it is not just that the wisdom has downloaded on you. It is not just that, it is beyond that. That field of resolution has downloaded not just on you, but on many people who are in that situation. After this moment has happened to you, it is not just that you will be behaving in a much more wise and intelligent way. You will also find that the people involved in that situation will also be behaving differently, because the solution has gotten downloaded to everyone who is connected with this problem. So this is how you can come out, resolve your own issues. Uh, Also, let me also explain a bit on how you can become a more and more natural cosmic channel. And the way is by continuously dissolving your identity. Now, what is identity? So, as I was discussing with Mansi in the morning, and there have been a lot of other discussions too before, uh, there are two simple ways I can tell you. One is identity is like what we say inferiority and superiority complex. But actually, psychologists say there is no superiority complex, there is only inferiority complex. Superiority complex is when you fight with the inferiority complex. So, what is that which is your identity? If you are saying I'm superior to this person or I'm inferior to this person, that is what your identity is. What is the reason that I'm superior is your identity. What is the reason that I'm inferior to this person is your identity. Okay, that is one way. Other way is other way is feel your emotions. Feel your emotions. Uh, and you would realize that there are emotions like anger, there is fear, there is greed, there is revenge. That emotion is also emanating from your identity. Okay, so we need to dissolve all that. And how do we dissolve? Just become aware, observe the vibrational states of these emotions or these comparisons, and they begin to dissolve. When it actually begins to happen, you will realize that it was something very simple. And a lot of people say there is huge karma pending from so many lives. No, no, that's simple. It's simple to resolve it. Uh, we have been conducting so many workshops in Quantum Life, and we have experienced that yes, identity issues are very deep, karmic issues are very deep, but there is a simple way of resolving it. So as you will dissolve your identity, your soul will become more and more higher vibrational. You will become a space being. You will experience your presence in whole space, and you will be a cosmic channel. And then you will be resolving the chaos of not just of your own life, but cosmos will also channel through you to resolve the chaos of much larger group of people. So with this, I will end my talk. Also, I would like to announce that we have this preview book. This book is available at Amazon, so you can buy from there. It is costing 150 rupees, but we are also gifting this book to every participant of Mavin Spiritual Fest. So if you want to get this book free, please write your name here or in the group. Maybe you can write your name here, and then Shavana will contact you, or someone from Maven will contact you, take your address, phone numbers, details, and we will post this book to you. And we the final book will be out for in next 3 months. Also, every Thursday we have the sessions based on this book. We call those sessions Aham Brahmasmi Thursdays. Those sessions are free. Those are on Zoom, and you are most welcome to join those sessions every Thursday. Yeah. So with that, I complete my talk. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, please let me.
Thank you so much, Kontoji, for that amazing talk. We could have listened on and on to you. And that's an amazing offer, offering your book to all of us. We are really blessed. And yes, indeed, anyone would like to ask him anything or share anything or in any insights?
Minuji, in the last, we have the panel discussion as well. I think
Okay.
Quantum Mansi wants to ask.
Fine. Yeah.
I can wait till then. I can ask then. That's okay. So,
Okay, fine then.
question then.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So fine, sir will have to wait for us then for the questions. So we'll go on to our next speaker, Pooja Agarwal. She's an intuitive healer and trainer, a dedicated spiritual coach, and she loves to empower women through mindfulness and spirituality. She gives wholehearted support to all those she's guiding along a transformative path towards spiritual growth and empowerment, especially the women. So today she's going to help activate the cosmic light within us through a meditation to harmonize us with the cosmic energies through focused breathwork, visualization, and mindful reflection. So I welcome you, Pooja. Please, over to you now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Meenuji. Welcome everybody here. The host before me had a beautiful talk, and it was such a beautiful prelude to what we are going to, work on today. As Meenuji mentioned, that our topic for today is bringing light and bringing and awakening the cosmos within us. And Kwanto Shivoji has beautifully narrated the entire universe and how the theory works, and how we are small part of that big universe. So today we'll take this opportunity to, awaken that cosmos within us, which is already present in us. We live with it day and night, but probably we don't give it so much of emphasis. We don't recognize ourselves as part of this grand scheme of things, this beautiful universe, which is so magnificent. It has so many things in it, and all that potential lies within us. So we'll take this opportunity through meditation and breath work to awaken those cosmic energies and become the light being that we are. And we are here to bring on our light and shine the world. And let's get started to do so. So I would start with welcome to the Celestial Harmony Meditation. This is a sacred journey to illuminate the radiant light within your being. We'll quiet ourselves in this space, take a comfortable position, allowing ourselves to fully be present for this cosmic exploration. I invite everybody over here to take this beautiful journey with me, Pooja Agarwal Sheikh, your host for the evening. Welcome. Close your eyes. You may off your camera if you wish to, just to have that secluded space and go more deeper within. Take this moment to acknowledge, yes, inhale deeply through your nose, drawing in peaceful essence that surrounds you. Feel the air filling your lungs, bringing a sense of serenity. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, just like you're blowing a candle, release all the tension and stress. Repeat this rhythmic breathing 5 more times. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing a candle. Now you're totally relaxed, keeping your eyes closed, allowing to deepen your connection to this present moment. Envision the cosmic light at the very core of your being. Picture it as a gentle, radiant moon. This moon is nestled within the sanctuary of your heart. Your heart is a gateway of emotions, and moon represents all the emotions, is a part of the cosmic vibrancy that makes us emotional beings. Acknowledge the presence of the moon in your heart. Feel its soft glowing radiation expanding with each breath. Filling each part of your body with a luminous, warm light. Visualize this celestial light extending beyond your physical form. Reach out to the vastness of the universe. Sense the interconnectedness of your essence with this cosmic dance of energy all around you. Gently shift your focus to the area above your navel, your solar plexus. Here, visualize a vibrant ball of chi energy. This energy is a universal energy that connects you to that source energy that's present everywhere. This resonates the power of the sun. Feel this energy of sun within you. Let this energy expand, twirling with each breath. Infuse your solar plexus with vitality and strength. Imagine this solar radiance as a source of power, life-giving energy of the sun that empowers you from within. Let this energy grow within you. Now, slowly direct your attention to your lower body, particularly your legs and feet. Feel them touching the ground. Visualize sturdy roots extending from these limbs, anchoring you deep into the supportive embrace of the earth. Feel these roots intertwining with the soil, grounding you in stability as you breathe. Release any earthly struggles or burdens down these roots. Surrender them to the earth and allow the transformation to renew your energy. Now slowly transition your awareness to the space of your mind. Picture it as a vast, starlit night sky. Each thought of this mind is like a twinkling star. And as you continue to breathe, visualize these stars shining with increasing clarity. Now, you can see each thought as each star. As you observe, dissolve the mental clutter, leaving behind for a serene and expansive cosmic landscape within your mind. Embrace the stillness and clarity that arises. Gently shift your focus to the crown of your head. Imagine it as an eternal gateway connecting you to the cosmic realms. Visualize a gentle stream of starlight descending gracefully, pouring into your being. Sense the divine light infusing your entire being, comforting you, creating a profound connection with these celestial bodies beyond Earth. Feel a spiritual elevation as you tap into the transcendental energy of the cosmos. Once again, inhale deeply, inviting in the collective energies of the moon, sun, stars, and the earth. Picture this cosmic energy amalgamating at the core of your being. With each exhale, release any residual tension or disharmony within you. Allow the harmonious blend of celestial energies to resonate within you. Feel the radiant light permeating every cell, bringing a profound sense of unity and balance. Silently affirm to yourself, I am a harmonious blend of celestial energies. I am a radiant being connected to the cosmic dance of life. I am a harmonious blend of celestial energies. I am a radiant being connected to the cosmic dance of life. Express gratitude for the cosmic light within, acknowledging the transformative power it brings to your life. Reflect on the interconnectedness you share with the vast universe. Feel this deep sense of gratitude for this connection. Gradually transition to normal breathing. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Take a moment to appreciate the profound sense of peace and illumination you have cultivated within today. As we bring this journey to close, gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes, carrying the harmonious energy of the cosmos with you as you re-enter this world. Welcome back.
That was a very soothing journey into the beyond. Thank you so much, Pooja ji.
Welcome, welcome.
So I'll move on to invite our expert of the evening and hand it over to her now, what she would like to say about the sessions. Yes,
Thank
Manisha
you.
ji.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And rather, I really want to call me expert. I am not at all expert. Yes, I am a, you can say that I am I can conclude the session, whatever I learned from this session. So welcome Shiva sir and welcome Pooja.
Thank
So
you.
the beautiful meditation. So anyone wants to ask any question to Shiva sir and Pooja? Yes, before I'm very much excited and I'm very much feeling blessed today. And I really didn't know anything about कि आज के session में Shiva sir आने वाले हैं. And yesterday when Shabana ji asked me for being a moderator for the session, I said yes, okay, I will be. And I'm blessed to have Shiva sir, my guru, and my another guru Mansi in this session. Thank you so much. So this is called, I think, coincidence that you are here and I am also here. So anyone wants to ask any question to Shiva sir and Pooja? So they are most welcome.
Can I go? I mean, can I make a comment?
Yeah, please.
If I have your permission. So, good evening, and I think it was just absolutely wonderful listening to Shivoji. Very different perspective in terms of what I normally hear. And there's a bit of quantum physics and a bit of spirituality, a bit of everything that I garnered, though I've never been a student of physics and maths. but somehow I've from childhood been very attracted to space astronomy, and I'm pushing my son into quantum computing and quantum physics. And uh, there are a couple of things I picked up in in what you were saying, and so just bear with me. And Nupur ma'am is over here, and many times in my discussion with Nupur ma'am, there are times I just kind of blabber and I tell her that though I'm spiritually not even, probably I would say that I'm on. I don't know, I'm there. She says you're elevating, but I still feel I'm just probably at the nursery or a kindergarten stage at this point of time. But there are many times over the last couple of years that things have just come to my brain and I've blabbered it out. And the one great thing that I heard, and I just want to give my perspective, and if you can probably uh, say that. I feel that, as you rightly pointed out, I feel that the next coming 10, 15 years are very chaotic for human beings. And it keeps, and I don't know why, it just keeps coming to me. It keeps coming to me. Now, rather than
Next
being,
800 years. Next 800 years.
uh, you have the capability to look that up.
You got unmuted. You got muted, I think. You got muted. I can't listen to you.
No, I think network issues are there. He's not muted.
So I said you have the capability to look probably for the next 1,000 years. I have just my capability is just 10, 15 years of whatever, brain waves are coming to me. And I would probably concur with you on that one. But I told myself, and I'm just putting that out. And so, this is not a very structured talk that I'm having. And I realized in my journey over the last couple of years that since chaos is something which is becoming more and more relevant, so to make myself relevant, I realized that the more calmer I am and the more I accept the chaos, the more easier it's for me to actually get out of the chaos, look at people. And I started second guessing what people would do in a chaos, and I would say, okay, this is for me. I started realizing I'm starting to like this chaos because it is very comfortable for me, while for other people it might not be. But somehow it is just that the chaos doesn't seem to be overwhelming me, though I know it's coming. But I'm pretty, so there is that part that you were mentioning uh, about if you get into the space and you kind of allow that vibration, then it's very easy. Actually, it's not esoteric. It's actually quite easy to overcome this whole thing. So I might not have practiced in the manner that you've done, but I was just kind of wondering, have I done something in the last couple of years uh, unconsciously, or something has happened that has allowed me to actually become more comfortable with the coming times? And I'm actually looking forward to it.
So, is your question, have you done something so that you are kind of looking at chaos as some enjoyable phenomena or an opportunity? Is this your question?
Yes, for me, the chaos has become like an opportunity.
Yeah. So,
Because
as you said,
probably
you are finding, see, first thing is you don't get unnerved by it. That is the first thing.
Yeah.
See, the point is the chaos happens when there is a lot of unknown is being downloaded, right? Suddenly a new situation has happened, let's say between husband and wife. A new situation has come, which has come very suddenly, and suddenly you come to see some eruption. You come to know your wife in a way which you have never thought she is, or the wife comes to know something about husband which she never imagined, right? So, chaos, what is chaos basically? Chaos is the sudden upsurge or sudden eruption of factors that were unknown to you. Now, one way to deal with chaos, now I'm explaining very logical ways. Of course, the spiritual way is be present to the chaos, be present to the space. You will begin to get the guidance. But let me explain more logical ways. So, one way is if you are peaceful and calm, you are actually accessing your space nature. then chaos doesn't affect you so much. That is one thing. Second thing, there is so much unknown in chaos, but there is a magic about unknown. Magic is, if you know X, you can probably deal with 10x unknown also. And if you know 10x, you can deal with 100x known, unknown. Now, the problem is a problem which I'm finding everywhere. People are very blocked. They think they know, they think they are right. So, what they know is very little. So, their capacity to deal with unknown is also very small. If you can just begin to expand, if you can just begin to take the views of others, let's say there is a chaos in office, just start to talk to everyone. Ask them, okay, what it is. Take their perspective, right? Take the perspective of outsiders. Suddenly, whatever you know, if you know 10 times more, your capacity to handle chaos, it becomes huge, right? So it is something similar to, we say, no, that if you walk one step, God will take 10 steps towards you. I have actually practically experienced this. You take one step, God will take 10 steps towards you. You try to get into unknown just a little bit, and the known unknown will become known, and it will rush to you. The way the unknown will come known is much, much more than logically you have known it. So these are the ways to deal with chaos. These are the logical, practical ways, other than the spiritual way.
Sure. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Harmeet ji,
Pleasure, ma'am.
for asking beautiful question. So anyone wants to ask? Yes, Mansi, do you want to say something?
So yeah, I had a question. I had a comment and a question. So Pooja, beautiful energy. Happy to have you here. And Harmeet, I wrote in the comment, it was so funny to me that Shiva was talking about space and you were wearing NASA. And we have, so many times we've used the vibrations and the sounds of NASA's in our synthesis. So I just felt that was a cool synchronicity. So I had to point
Can
that.
I'll take a 5 seconds. I remember when I was in my 6th standard and I was just atrociously bad in maths and physics. And it just so happened that, I was at the receiving end of my parents, and my dad wanted to save me from my mom. And he asked, so what do you want to become? So I said, I want to become an astronomer. They both looked at my face, and I think they didn't want to laugh at my face, but I'm very sure that was the heartiest laugh they must have had in their life. कि क्या बच्चा पैदा कर दिया, इसको मैथ्स कुछ आती नहीं है, ये पता नहीं तारे देखेगा. And as I said, now my son is 21 and he's in finance, but I said, bacha, get into quantum computing. For me, what Elon Musk does and all, these guys do is so captivating. So there is something within my DNA, which, the space and all that kind of pulls me. So I don't know.
Harmeet, what I would say is there is one way of exploring space is through math and science. And here, what Shiva is saying is not discounting that, but to explore space through a completely new paradigm.
I've totally
I
understood.
think that is what you didn't know, but you were still vibing when you were in 6th grade. So I think you were still vibing on.
I'm still there. I'm still there. I
So
appreciate that.
Are you an astronomer, by the way? Are you an astronomer?
I'm not, sir. But I just like looking into the telescope, and I would spend a lot of time in my, when I was in my college. So rather than partying, I would go to the British Council Library and start reading astronomy books. So I don't know why.
Wonderful.
I don't know, but most of my channels, even
probably one of my next book, which is on the era of ascending Dwapar Yuga. I have used a lot of astronomy. Maybe you can give some comments, or I don't know if you.
And I'll just take another 5 seconds. Nupur ma'am knows. So, I started actually talking to my son about starting a company in the US and seriously exploring next 15 years of mining the moon. Now, if I tell him, I said, a concept like this in America would not, people would not look at you as mad. But if I start talking that and I'm not just being critical because I've been in business, but if I go out in India today and I say, listen, I'm thinking about mining the moon for, let's say, helium-3, they look at me as if ये पागल आदमी है, क्या बात कर रहा है, ये क्या
कोई बात
so
नहीं, greatest of the breakthroughs have happened through mad people only.
mad people
Don't
only.
worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You will
that's
find
it.
a lot of acceptance. We accept all kind of mad and crazy people.
No, and then mad people are like chaos. So I realize chaos is something which makes me very comfortable. I mean, if there is no chaos around, तो मजा नहीं आता.
Harmeet ji, I want to quote here one beautiful statement of Shiva sir. And this statement has changed my life also. So Shiva sir always says that whenever there is a chaos, there is a creation.
Absolutely.
So if no chaos is in your life, creation will not happen. So this
Absolutely.
This is what the key word, I am just blessed with. Chaos
No,
नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं life में.
आपने बहुत बढ़िया बात बोली है. In fact, just about 2 days back, I heard this beautiful, lecture from one of the past from Osho, and he said that Earth is actually not a hospitable planet. It's a very inhospitable planet because if you go into the elements, you're supposed to die. Your whole endeavor is to actually survive. The nature is trying to kill you. You're trying to survive. So the fact is you got to live with fear, but the fun about life and fear is that the calmness, and I could, this is what my interpretation was, that if you have fear, that's when you actually use your mind to overcome that fear. Because if you totally become fearless, then the mind stops being logical, then you become stupid.
So the earth that's why earth is an evolutionary environment. And a lot of our scriptures say that even the devas, the gods and goddess who want to evolve, they also want to take human life.
True.
Because in human life, there is evolution.
There's
because
evolution.
It's very challenging.
True, sir. Lovely. Thank you so much. I think it's wonderful hearing, and I got an opportunity to put my amateurish points on the forum.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Shiva sir, I want to ask you some question.
Manisha, can I finish? I think
Please, Nancy, please.
So I get many opportunities to interact with Shiva, but this question popped up when Shiva was talking today. So I thought that I should ask it now. So Shiva, in the past 2 days, I've been very blown by this inquiry question, because we are always looking for what is our ego, what is our identity. And you gave a very powerful sutra, like just ask yourself, where am I superior? Where am I inferior? Like that, right? Like that, the identity is like coming forward. Yeah, this is where I do feel I'm superior, and this is where I do feel I'm inferior. And that's my ego. Like right there, I can identify my ego. So the question that came to me is that, are we moving towards, as we dissolve our identity, are we moving to an identityless? Like, what is our holy grail here? What is our highest? Are we going to like no identity, very little identity, assuming all identity?
So I've thought about it a lot, actually. Can there be a state where there is no identity? Probably there might be, but that state is going to come after long time. I don't think the consciousness supports that right now. It's not just few thousand years, it is few million years. And our scriptures suggest that there is one yuga is 24,000 years, and 1,000 yuga is one kalpa, that is 24 million years. And also Paramahansa Yogananda also said that humanity has completed something like 10 million years, another 14 million years to go. So the periods, there are different periods that has been described of what those remaining 14 or 13 million years could be. And at some point of time, we might reach the state where we are totally identity, the identity is totally finished. But even now, we can get into the state where there is 2% identity, 5% identity. It is possible. Uh, and to live on the earth, a small sense of identity is necessary, because you have to relate with your body. I mean, if there is no identity, you will not even understand this is my body, right? And who will take care of your body, right? If you want to take care of your body, even if you are completely egoless, then also there is an identity attached with the body. So there will be a little bit of identity, but yes, more the identity dissolves, more you become one with space.
Thank you so much. Yes, Manisha.
Thank you. Thank you. It was actually my question. I wanted to ask if we will be identityless, then how we can live the life. So, another question, Shiva sir, I want to ask. There are so many books in the market, and so many motivational books are also religious book also. But how we can access this book? Because I am also having this book in my hand, and when I'm reading this book, it's really changing life. But how we can only reading this book not is sufficient. If I am reading a book only, so it's not sufficient. How we can imbibe the
Yeah, it's a,
principle, the
yes. See
how
the
we
this,
can.
yeah, this journey to reach or accomplish your peak, the your crescendo uh, potential is a long journey. Actually, it's a very small journey. If you look at, we have had long journey. Uh, let's say if we have lived 10,000 years, 100 different lives, and we accumulated a lot of karma. And if that karma can dissolve in next 10 years or in next one lifetime, I would say it's very, very fast. But if you are just looking at from the perspective of one lifetime, then you will say, oh my God, it's too long. It has been 10 years. But the truth is that for every 100 years you lived before, maybe 1 year, in you can dissolve that karma in 1 year. But looking at this lifetime, yes, you can begin by reading the book. It's a good beginning. But you would, for your journey to accelerate further, it is recommended that you can be part of the various circles. There are Brahmasmi Thursdays, Zoom sessions every Thursday. Then there are very workshops which are very intense with various themes. So yes, it's a journey, but this book will give you a lot of deep insights, and it will, I hope, it will inspire you to go on the journey. You will understand how practical it is. It's a practical need. It's not just some theoretical concept, some moral concept that we should go into Brahmasmi. No, it's very practical. You would realize that if you got to survive, you got to be in this state. You would realize that actually. So it is not just the highest potential, but also I always say not only this book is bringing the possibility of highest creative possibilities, but also this is also the survival manual for the future human generations. The human generations, the, I mean, we are going through a very tough time, and knowing your nature as space being is essential for you to survive through this.
Okay, Shiva sir. And Shiva sir, one more thing is written over here. Be a cosmic channel in the era of chaos. So chaos was there in, if you can see the story of Satyuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Treta Yuga. Chaos तो वहाँ पे भी था Shiva sir. Uh, but वहाँ पे कभी we never heard about to be a cosmic channel, because to be a cosmic channel means we have to do so many tapasya. हमारे जो संत लोग थे, ऋषि मुनि थे, they were doing tapasya, penance, and then they would be a cosmic channel. But how we as a human being can be a cosmic channel?
No,
How it
see,
is possible?
See, if you see, there are estimates that what happened 12,000 years back when the chaos spread. Almost 99% of the population was dead. Though our scriptures say that Manu was the only one who remained, right? He was the only human on the earth and then he populated. I don't think that that was the case. There was population on different part of the earth, but yes, the population had wiped out. So those who could understand their identity as a space being, I think they are the ones who survived. So the kind of chaos, I mean, yes, the kind of chaos which is there right now, that kind of chaos we have not seen in past 10,000 years.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Shiva sir.
is your
Anyone want to
question
ask
like,
any question?
is your question that, see, the
How
right
we can be a
now,
channel? Yes.
see,
How
it
we
is
can be a
easy
channel?
to today's time, apart from all the chaos, one beautiful thing is it is very easy to get into, to become the space. It is very easy to discover your being as the space being. It's very easy because of the extremely high electromagnetic field which has happened because of the Earth's transit through the zone of plasma. So it's very easy. Actually, I always say it's very easy to cleanse karma. I mean, 1,000 years back, 2,000 years back, it was extremely difficult. So there was a lot of penance and all that you hear, but now that is not needed. Now only thing that is needed is authenticity, awareness, and the right guidance. That's it. It's very easy. What very few sages could do 3,000 years, 5,000 years back, that possibility is open for masses. They can reach where those sages reached. So this is really the types of possibility apart from the grand challenging times.
I would like to ask one question.
Okay. Yes, please, Nupurji.
So I just wanted to ask Shiva sir about what do you have to say about the global chaos that is happening everywhere in some countries, between the countries. You were talking about individuals. Now I am just asking about the global chaos that is
Right.
happening around the world.
Yeah. So there is a globe, and the fundamentals are same, and that is the observation of chaos and the space together. But chaos of our life, let's say if the chaos is spread in 100, in a group of 100 people or 1,000 people, probably, if it is 100 people chaos, probably one or two people can observe. If it is 1,000 people, then find out 10 different people, they together are your observation. So if there is a chaos which is affecting millions of people, then we need thousands of people as observers, but fundamentals are same. Let's say if there is a Russia Ukraine war, can it be resolved in observation? Yes, it can be, but we will need few thousand people networked and going into that observation together. So I mean, idea will appear very crazy, very very crazy, but I believe that if there are good observers, uh, they can sense when the earthquake is coming or even any other natural disaster is coming. They can sense few days in advance and they can actually avert it. I really believe that. I have no evidence, but it's a crazy idea, I know, but I'm still proposing that it is possible. And the fundamental is same.
Yes.
If there is a certain part of the earth, there are strange vibrations happening. And if there is a group of, let's say, 1,000 people, they start to observe it, those vibrations will dissipate into space. and there'll be no earthquake.
Uh,
Amazing.
Shivaji, I have a question. Philomena here.
Yeah, yes, yes, hi.
Yeah, Shivaji, you said, we can observe, be in observation and make a difference in the global chaotic situations. How do we do that observation synthesis?
Yeah, we call it the process, we call it synthesis, yes.
Okay.
So we feel the vibrations of chaos and we feel the space at the same time, and those vibrations of chaos begin to dissolve. It's as simple as that. They begin to dissolve.
Okay, thank you.
One notion I would like to share, maybe it's just it came to me as light worker. When there is a chaos, right? Even globally also, and there are network of light workers, network of peace builders, network of seekers, network of healers. Don't you think that they can conjoin together and work towards calming those chaos and chaotic
Of course,
atmosphere?
yeah, and we need actually different study, different kind of focus group for different problems. See, because you can only resolve the chaos, you can feel. Okay. So, for
Oh,
example, if you can feel the pain and emotion of Russian-Ukraine war, then only you can become the space channel. But if you don't feel that pain, you cannot. So you can be the light worker only for a crisis situation which is affecting you. If it is not affecting you, you cannot do that. So for different kind of problems, so if, let's say, if your parents faced some kind of a disease, we have seen, if there is someone in family, parent, grandparent faced certain kind of disease, and then the next generation, they become the doctor and specialist in that, exactly for that reason, because they lived in that emotion and that created that desire. The same thing is here. Whatever situation you are pained by, that is what you can resolve. So emotions are very, very essential component of that, and that is why we need kind of focus groups. So one kind of group cannot work for all problems. You're getting
Yes,
me? There has to be different groups working for
yeah,
different problems.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but there are groups, I mean, different groups. Like when we were talking about Corona also, there
Yeah,
was a shift in energy. And most of the healers, most of the teachers, most of the gurus were saying there is an energy shift. And they were
yeah.
working
It's
towards.
because that was one situation that affected almost everybody, right?
hmm,
Because everybody got some fear of that, right?
correct.
Fear,
Yes,
some concern of that, right? So that's why a global network worked for that, because it was a global
yes,
problem.
yes. Oh my God, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was, I think, an amazing discussion and very deeply philosophical as well. And it really it has thrown a lot of light on how we can practically apply it to our life as well. So there was one thing I wanted to ask you, Pooja, that you have said that we have to connect to the celestial rhythms of life. If you could throw more light on that, what do you mean by it?
I think today the session was so beautifully guided because of the energies that Quantum Shivoji has got, that everything is just surrounding those vibratory movements of the realm. So yes, bringing we all are part of this large universe, right? And as Shivo sir had also mentioned, which is one point I would want to, there is an electromagnetic field which is there, right? Which continuously keeps moving. That's the energy that we bring into our body, whether we call it the source energy, whether we call it the chi energy, whether it is, that makes our breath breathe. We breathe because of that. If that is pulled off, we are dead. We all are dead. We are only alive because of that energy running through us and we breathing. The evidence is our breath.
Right.
So when we connect to the breath and when we are in that present moment, that right now we are breathing, we are present. How are we breathing? How is this energy coming into us? That simple thought would connect us to that universal energy, the universal electromagnetic field that we all part are of. We stay grounded here on earth because something is holding us, right? So if that wasn't there, we wouldn't have been here. We would all be flying. But we are here for a purpose to serve this Mother Earth first and then slowly expand ourselves in phases. And that's why we are opening up so many realms of discussion, like he also mentioned. And, in our community of spirituality, we always talk about 5D existence. Soon we are going to experience 7D experience. So, all this is opening up because now our race, the human race in totality, is getting ready. We were in an incubation period wherein by we were aware of few things, then we forgot everything, and now we are bringing back all those senses again. So we can see everywhere light workers are just springing up, and everybody wants to offer something from their end, and want to give it back in their own sense. They have these old memories playing in their mind. One fine day, I cannot decide that I want to become a light worker. I am embedded with those skills. I am embedded with each of us is embedded with all those things which is there. It's just that we need to bring it to our awareness so that we can actively bring it out, start participating, start offering our services, start being of use to ourselves, our community, our people, and then, inspire each other that I can do, so can you. And, you start bringing on your light, your visibility, your ideas, and then we exchange everything, and then together we grow as a race. If I think only about myself and you think about yourself, then we cannot grow. And so world is becoming smaller in that sense, and the space is becoming larger. We all are getting more connected. Human race is getting more connected, and we are here now to find out what is more beyond humanness. So until now, we just had the concept of humanness, but now we have angel realms, we have unicorns and dragons, we have other celestial beings who are being, find out the light language is being now used a lot. So these things are opening up slowly for us because now we have finally got out of our incubation period, and we are ready to take on all of this now. So I think we are heading towards a brighter and better future. And I hope that we can make world a better place for the coming generations, because we are going to be ancestors to them.
Absolutely.
So I hope we turn out to be great ancestors to our future generations. And, books like these are there for them to go back and study and know their essence. So I would highly recommend that people buy these kind of books and study and read it out to your children so that they can connect at a much younger age and they can bring their memories back at a very early age. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question, Meenuji.
Thank you so much. It's a totally like a different perspective to the whole thing. So that was an amazing session again. And thank you so much, Manisha ji, for your inputs. And of course, Quanto sir, Quanto Shiva sir, and Manisha as well. Sorry, Pooja as well. Thank you so much for all joining in. So we'll come to the final part since we are pressed for time. So I have to wind it up a little now. So I invite Sandeep ji to throw light on yesterday's work also. I forgot to invite you in the beginning. So
Not an issue. Not an issue. Thank you so much. So I would just request if somebody wants to say something from the yesterday session or yesterday reflection part of it. So quickly they can share their insights or sharing or experiences. Another 30 seconds maybe. So let's wait for 30 seconds. Anybody for sharing or sharing their experiences for the last evening session, the reflection part of it?
if you would like to repeat it, I think people have a short-term memory loss.
So it was a secret of life. There were we had Devashish Malik ji yesterday, and we had whom I also need to remember that. So Devashish
Yeah,
Malik
Amit.
Amit,
Amit,
yeah,
yes.
Amit.
Was there. Yes, Amit was there. So anything from yesterday's session? Star shining like a star. Yes, I remember now.
And like a star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anybody would like to say about that?
Nupurji has raised her hand. Yes,
Yeah,
Nupurji.
yeah.
I would like to say beautiful things about yesterday.
Yeah.
It started with a beautiful card, and it was like past life connection. And Debasiji was past life regressionist, and he's such a good speaker. And he just let us, feel the light inside us. We can see, we can experience it. And when we came to Amit, he
Yes.
just made all of us, all the Mavin people, all the Mavin participants as a constellation of stars.
Yes.
And then Harmeet also, he just explained so beautifully all the nuclear reactions which were summed into one. And there is always a light on the other side of tunnel. And that's what I remember, that there is always a light on the other side of the tunnel, however hard,
Yeah.
however deep, however long your tunnel is, however difficult it is.
And I
there's
think he gave the
always a light.
concept of breaking up the tunnel in sections
Breaking
also.
up the tunnel in between, breaking up the tunnel.
Yeah, he broke up the tunnel.
That was really good.
That was a wonderful, in fact, experience or whatever the narrative he shared with us. So that is wonderful. So as far as
I
yesterday's
think
session was
Veena ji
concerned,
wants to share something. Yes, Veena Raji. You'll have to unmute yourself. Please
Veena, you
unmute
wanted to say
yourself.
something? Yeah, tell me.
Please unmute yourself, Veena ji.
हेलो एवरीवन यस मैं ये अपने को समझती हूँ थोड़ा सा कि हाँ मैंने किसी के लिए लाइट की जैसे काम किया है
बहुत बढ़िया।
अमित दलावत का उनका कि हाँ किसी के लिए स्टार बनना या लाइट बनना जो ये हमारा प्रोग्राम है वो मुझे अपने को मैं ब्लेस समझती हूँ कि हाँ मैं कुछ सीख रही हूँ बहुत अच्छा
बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी नाइस शेयरिंग।
शाइनिंग स्टार बन रहे हो आप, वेरी
बहुत
गुड।
अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया एंड वेरी नाइस, सो दिस इज वर्थ इट। ओके, so coming to today's session is a
I think Dipti
mesmerizing
also
session.
wants to share. Dipti?
Anyone?
It's like कि मेरे लिए कोई shining star बना है।
Okay.
I was very confused regarding my profession. तो मैम को तो पता ही है सर मेरे लिए shining star ही है। मेरे गुरु हमारे गुरु है जो स्वामी सर, he is a shining star for us. मैं एस्ट्रोलॉजी प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ तो उन्होंने ही पाठ दिखाया है कि I was very confused क्या करना है। I have several degrees with me right now. तो कहाँ से मैं एस्ट्रोलॉजी में आई, it is like a blessing to me. So he is a shining star to me.
कोई ना कोई स्टार बन के आ जाता है, shows us the way किस डायरेक्शन में जाना है।
अब नेक्स्ट इज मीनू जी।
वन ओवर हियर शिवो सर के फॉर्म में भी बैठे हुए हैं वो, ही इज आल्सो shining star.
Yes, everyone
want to
is
say something.
shining star.
Yeah, Monisha.
Anybody else?
Mavin platform is shining star for me, and because of Mavin, because of Shabana ji, I met first Mansi from this platform only, and then Shiva sir came in my life.
Wow.
So Mavin is shining star for me.
Shabana is absolutely a shining star, and Nupur ji भी बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे, वो भी एक shining star है।
So when it was 6th Mavin festival, I joined Mavin festival, and that time Mansi was speaking something about liberation and all these things. तो मानसी ने मुझे मतलब मैंने बोला था शबाना जी से मुझे मानसी से बात करनी है, एंड मानसी का फोन आया था मुझे 24th of August को, and then I have joined Mansi, and then Shiva sir. So thank you Shabana ji, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, Manisha ji.
And yes, yeah, my gratitude to Mavin. Through Mavin, I've had such wonderful interactions with so many amazing people, and I've met so many amazing people. Truly thankful to Mavin. You have opened a lot of new possibilities in the life of our life and many other quantas.
Very true.
Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Yeah, I also want to say that Mavin is like a star magnet. It attracts Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you are. You are.
Maven is like a star magnet. It attracts a lot of stars, and I wish that more and more stars get attracted, and you all reach out to stars in different parts of the world. And maybe Shabana, next time we can talk about that. I have more access now to a lot of healers and all in USA. So
Yeah.
maybe next time we can talk about that. I forgot this time, and also they're not that familiar with the Indian context, but we can talk about that. But I hope that there are more and more like-minded stars from all over the world who come through Maven.
Awesome. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely. It's a wonderful feeling today, Shabana ji, Nupur ji, everyone, every participant I'm talking about. मैं बहुत खुश हूं आज क्योंकि ऐसा लग रहा है कि आज हमारा हम जो जिसके लिए जो कर रहे हैं और participants speaking and participating, sharing their experiences, it's a wonderful thing for anyone who is behind this the program, right? So thanks a lot for you all the participants. और ऐसे ही शेयर करते रहिए, ऐसे ही शेयर करते रहिए. we'd like to love to hear your experiences. So often you do that. आप करते रहो and we will keep on improving together, right? That is number one. Now coming to today's session,
I think Nupurji wants to say something.
I would request Dr. Shabana to say a few words for all of us on this Maven platform. She's our founder, and she's only the one who has given a birth to a beautiful creation.
Absolutely. To all of us. We are because she is.
Around here. So I would request Dr. Shabana to come and say a few words.
Shabana ji, over to you.
Okay. So nothing much to add. I'm here to learn. Just let me.
Please spotlight yourself.
Yeah. So I'm just grateful to all of you and nothing much to add. In fact, I'm learning just like you. And I think learning is a constant journey. So in my life, I haven't done nothing else apart from learning. And that is what I enjoy. And that is my passion. And I think I'm one of those fortunate enough who get the opportunity to learn, and that is what I have, and that is what I'm willing to share, and I'm sharing that. And it's all possible because we have such a great team. Thank you, Nupurji. Thank you, Minuji. Thank you, Sandeepji. Thank you, Quanto Shivo. Thank you, Mansi, and all the trainers. Thank you, Pooja. And I can't thank enough. So for all of your presence and blessings, I think you all motivate me to do more of what I'm doing. So thank you.
Thank you.
And we are in the middle, so it hasn't ended as yet.
A big
thank you. Thank you so much.
A big thank you to you too, Shabana ji. In fact, I'd like to share one small thing. I've been associated with Mavin for the last 3 years now. And it's third year. I think third year, Shabana, is going to be third year, or we are over 3 years now?
It's more than 3 years, but more online 3 years.
and the way we have shown the consistency, the way we have shown the light to others, that in spite of the limited resources what we have, we try our level best. The team that's very very motivated. So बहुत अच्छा लगता है और हर दिन एक नया experience होता है, in fact. So it is a wonderful journey altogether, and it will continue. And I think
that today's exercise now.
Yes, we come to it. We come to it now. Okay. All right. So mesmerizing sessions today, both of it, and gratitude from bottom of our hearts to Konto Shivo and Pooja, you two made this sessions wonderful. So not taking much time, as Shivo said, that primary reason for our chaos is your concentrated vibrational field, right? So you get to know your concentrated vibrational field. That is the idea. That is the solution if you come to know about it. So why don't you reflect on what is your current problems or challenges you're going through, right? And if possible, write it down. by reflecting, write it down, and then try and find out that what solution you can come out with, right? You can, of course, as in the session, we also learned that you can go out, and in the real chaos in our day-to-day life, we don't get time to go out and see the sky, right? So let's reflect on this. Can we make it a practice if we are in certain situations, certain challenging situation? Can we go out somewhere in the open, try and connect with the cosmos? What kind of message you can get, what kind of connectivity you can get? You know, we are like Wi-Fi. वो frequency अगर match हो जाती है, तो why not, right? So that's a reflection number one. And to continue, so I would request that what are you doing as far as meditation practices are concerned, right? Right now, what are you into? What kind of meditation you are into? Would you like to adopt any new form of meditation? Because meditation will take you to your self-awareness and the solutions also. So that's it for today. And of course, we will meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandeep ji, for that. And thank you everyone for participating. That was amazing. And one thing I wanted to say to Shabana ji, she is learning and she's pushing us all also to learn. ऐसे नहीं बैठना, सब सीखो. That is really superb of you.
Yeah, because
justifying with her name, na Shabana, Shabnam.